Well, hello again, everybody. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of this new project that I have that I don't even have a name for at the time of this recording. I guess it's a wooden cart of some sort. So hopefully by the time I finish this video, I will have a name for it. But I think this one's really cool. You'll be able to use this for all kinds of things. Put a stuffed animal in it, maybe put a small plant, or some other thing you want to display in the middle of a table or on a mantle or anything. This is going to be really cool. I think you're going to like it a lot. The original size I'll have listed in the description, but the bed here is about 8 inches by 4 inches. So you'll be able to fit a lot of different things in here. And you can make this out of any material that you want. I intentionally spent a lot of time making sure that you could use any thickness that you want. There aren't any slots or tabs that need to be addressed here. So I think you can make it out of any material that you like. In this case, I used the thing I use the most often. I used Glowforge thick walnut plywood because I like the color and I like the thickness and I like how sturdy it ends up being. You can use whatever you want. Just keep in mind that you want to make it kind of sturdy. So I wouldn't use anything really thin. But I just want to go over really quick the different pieces here so that as you're laying it out and getting ready to put together, you'll know how it all goes together. So when you open the file, you're going to see all of these pieces, but I have them arranged here so we can talk about them. So right here in the middle, we've got the bottom of the cart right here. So this is the bottom. Here's the two sets of sides along with the vertical supports. And on these, I've also got them, I got it set up to score. So right there, if you want to, you can use that to help you kind of line up where that goes there. But there's another way to know where that gap is, and I'll show you that in just a second. So here's the bottom. Here's one side that stands up here, the other side that stands up here. And then in the middle, you're going to see 3 sets of supports that look like this. And they're right there. And the way that these work is one goes right here, one goes at the other end, and one goes in the middle. And you'll see that there's a little tab that sticks out right there. And what that does is it helps you be able to line this up just like that. So what you'll do is you'll put this bottom piece down on your table, and then this will go down on the table next to it. And then when you set this guy in there and get it where you want it, that little tab is going to hit right at the top of this piece. So you'll be able to know exactly where that goes. And then the next piece will go on top of the tab right there. So you're going to have exactly the right gap that goes all the way down there with the 3 supports. So this one here, one in the middle, and then one at the end. I highly recommend that you use either some small clamps or maybe some tape as you glue this together to kind of help yourself, because there's going to be a number of things that are going to need to stay together while the glue is drying. That's one of the downsides of not using tabs and slots that fit together. You're going to have to actually clamp it or hold it together. But again, here's the bottom. You're going to put this piece here, next piece there, next piece there. Then the sides go on right up against that little tab there. And then these pieces right here will just glue onto the side with the score on the inside so you don't see them on the outside. And again, that side's going to look just like that. Okay. So that's the bottom and the sides. The back, the front, the one closest to the wheel, is very similar to the rest of that. Of course, you're just going to put that right there. And you're going to then put these 2 on top just to make this end right here. Now, that little tab piece is not going to help you there. You're just going to have to eyeball that, but that shouldn't be too hard. So then once the glue all dries for that, then you're ready to flip it over and work on the bottom. So here's what the bottom looks like. You have the wheel. You have these 2 long pieces here. You have the legs that make it stand up at the back. And then we also have a piece right here to help keep the spacing right. I've also got an extra piece here. Honestly, that was a piece I had left over from the first time I tried this and I stuck it in there. So ignore that one. So you've got the long 2 pieces, the spacer, the legs, and the front wheel. Now, these 2 little circles here, those are what came out of this part right here when it cut it. Okay. And they are not actually going all the way through. They're just there visually to help it look like it's got a peg through the middle to make it look real. Okay. So again, what we've got along the bottom, imagine this is the bottom of your wagon right there. We've got these 2 here that glue together just like this. I would lay them down and glue them like that and take this little square piece or this rectangle and put it right in there. And what I would do, I'm going to drop that for a second. what I would do is line up the back end of these three right like this. Okay, right like that, and glue them nice and even so that this is really flat, because what you're going to do next when it gets all dry is you're going to glue this right like that. See that? So those right there, wheel in this end, and then this is really fun to do, balancing, and then drop yourself a circle. Yeah, don't drop it. Drop the little circle in there and glue it. Drop the other circle on the other side and glue it, and that'll make it look nice. Once that's done, I'm going to drop this just so I can hold it easier. You're going to then align it here so that the wheel is not touching the front of the wagon. You're going to glue it down just like that, and then you'll glue the legs just like that. Got it? So then when you're all done, the last thing you'll do is take the two handles there on the back, and you'll glue one there and one there. So be patient when you're making this, because there's going to be a number of times where you're going to need to glue some pieces and then let it dry completely and then glue some more and let them dry. Don't be in a hurry, but when you get done, I think you're really going to like it a lot. It's a fun and it's a whimsical piece. You can put all kinds of things in the back there, and you could paint it. That would be really cool, or distress it. It would look fantastic. So once again, like anything else, I would love to see how you guys make this, how you finish it, and what you put in it, because I think you guys are going to do a much better job than I do, and I look forward to seeing it. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.